when I come on here to talk, I give it my all. I withhold nothing. I try as much as possible to be very clear. Someone made a comment and it just really warmed my heart. She said, I'll see if I can put it somewhere here. She said something like, I explain in my videos, like, and it's just so easy to learn. Truth. I like to come on here, like I said, unscripted, just come on here to pour my heart and have a conversation with, even if it's just one person that is going to watch the video. Yes, just have a conversation and let us grow together. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tare, and first, let me say Happy New Year. Welcome to this beautiful 2025, and I pray that all our heart desires come to fruition this year. I pray that there will be no deaths, there will be no pain in our lives. It's just going to be upward and forward only. So my name is Tara. In case you're new here, I have a business here in Ghana called Ladies and Scarves, where I sell exquisite and exclusive scarves for ladies, and I also sell a little bit of ladies accessories here and there, but the core of my business is scarves. I think I'm getting more comfortable to telling people that the core of my business is scarves. I love to say that. Okay, so today's video is about I've gotten a couple of questions, a couple of I think emails more, but I think in one of my previous videos I got the question on um, what was the right capital when you want to start the business. I got question on what's the right source, or where's the right source when we want to start the business, how to market. Like, I've been getting how to start this scarf business. But let me say this before I even go into this video is, see, whatever you learn, whatever you research on, and you do not take your time to start, you're just wasting your time. So first, have the mindset that you really want to be a doer this year. And also, there's nothing wrong with New Year, New Me. If you have a New Year resolution, there's nothing wrong with that. But just make sure that you have it at the back of your mind that you want to be consistent, you want to be persistent, and you want to be a doer this year. Okay, so let's get right into the video. So I'll be picking the questions from my head. I hardly script my videos. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I just like it to flow naturally, like I'm having a conversation with you all. So yes, so this video is not scripted, so I'll just be thinking of the questions as it comes to my mind. And in case I leave anyone out, please leave leave in the comment section what you would like to see, what you'd love me to talk about. Okay, so the very first question I want to address is scarf business really worth it? Okay, in one of my videos I said this. I said, in this new year, giving my scarf business my full attention, my all, because it is funding over 70% of my lifestyle. Right, I pay myself salary from my scarf business. And before now, in 2024, oh God, it's so cringe to say 2024 and it's just one day ago. In 2024, I was doing a whole lot. I had a remote job. I had a hybrid job where I go about 3 times a week. I was taking on a lot of online clients for consulting. I was managing high-end social media pages for big brands. What else was I doing? YouTube was almost like a full-time job, and then I have Ladies and Scarves, and then I have other businesses on the side. So I told myself that I've seen the trajectory of this business. It is totally worth it. It has been there for me, and I want to give it my best. So yes, to answer the question, scarf business is worth it. Okay, so scarf has been in existence for the longest time, from traditional scarves to modern scarves to different type of scarves. So scarf will always be there, just like fabrics, right? But scarf will always be there. So yes, it is worth it. But I must say, it is not so easy to start making money off the bat. Honest truth, I will be honest with you. It is not like a walk in the park, or like people that sell hair, or people that sell female clothes, or people that sell children clothing. It takes a getting used to. But once you get your tribe, once you get your ideal people buying from you and you know the ropes of the business, it is totally worth it. And it can even in turn become a generational business for you that you can leave for your children and their children to come, because that's my aim with scarf business. God help me. So yes, it is totally worth it. If you want to start, it's totally worth it if you give it your time and you do your due research. Okay, so the second question I want to address is the right amount of capital to use in starting a scarf business. You see, this business, scarves, it can be capital intensive when you have gotten to a certain stage in your business. Like for me, the kind of problem I have in my business, a good problem. So what do I mean by good problem? My demand is always higher than what I am currently supplying. So no matter how I increase, I say, okay, I'm putting this capital infusion into my business for the second quarter in 2025. Like my demand keeps going higher, so it means it's a good business, right? So if you've been in the business for a while, you know that it is capital intensive. But however, I started my scarf business with just a little amount. The most important part of this is be a doer and just start. So if I want to be honest with you, I would advise that averagely, looking back, I would advise that you start with a minimum of maybe $300 if you have it. Yes. Now I'll explain why I think you should start with that amount. Yes, 300. If you have more, fine, but start small. And the honest truth for me is starting small is $300. You can start with lesser. I would also touch on that. So now let's say $300, and why I would advise you to start with that amount is especially if your business is going to be online, right? So if your business is going to be online, I would advise you to start with that amount, because an online business, the merrier the better. What do I mean by that? People gravitate towards where there's variety. Imagine you're using social media or you're using websites to sell. If you just have 5 items on your website, people will just roll their eyes, especially if it's not like your own custom design. If it's your own custom design, it's different. But if you are buying designs that are already in the market, I would advise you to buy variety in small piece and bits, right? It depends on your target audience. Or if you're yet to know your target audience in the business, buy, let's say, the scarf for the hijabis, buy neck scarf, buy cashmere scarf, buy little bits here and there. And when they arrive, learn how to create content and use social media. I don't want to start going deep into social media for business in this video. I'll try. If anybody wants to learn, I have created videos in 2023 and 2024, but if anybody wants a fresh new perspective, let me know in the comment section and I will touch on that. So when you buy these bits and pieces, buy varieties, right? It might be 3 pieces each, it might be 5 pieces each, it might be 10 pieces each. And then when they arrive, you create content, you learn about the texture, you learn about all of these things before you start posting for your audience. Now you start taking note of what the people within your let's say country catchment, what they really like. For some country, it might be the very thick cashmere, it might be the poncho scarf. For some country, it might be the thin neck scarf. So just know what your target audience really wants, and then you invest more. As you're selling, you're buying more. As you're selling, you're buying more. And then it depends on how your demand grows, and you invest more into the business. And also why I said $300 is a little bit fair is because you have to consider branding, you have to consider what's it called again, you have to consider social media ads. If you're running Google ads, you have to consider all of this as well. So it's not, I'm not saying, oh, you use all the whole $300 to buy the items. No, there are other things, props, and all. So yes, in as much as I'm a preacher of start small, there are still people that have the money, right? The people that have up to $2,000 and want to start a business. I'm not going to say that you should just jump into a new business you have not tested with all your savings or with all the amount you have. No, take your time, test the waters to see. And also, I must say this, Scarf business takes time. And also Tare of Ladies and Scarves, or Ladies and Scarves 6 years in business or 7 years in business, is totally different from your 1 month in business. So do not compare. Give yourself and your business grace. Yeah, I think I've touched on that. If there's anything I've not touched on, please let me know for that particular topic, which is how much to start with. So the next one I want to go into is where to buy the best scarves. Now I can only say from my experience, and what I always say in my videos is I'm not going to come on here to say things I have not experienced, things I do not have idea on how they work, or it's oblivious to you and I'm not going to come on here to say that. So whatever I am saying, again, is from my experience and also from the experience of people that I have coached or trained. Okay, so the right source, I will not really say there's a right source, because there's so many people. Dubai is their source, India is their source, Turkey is their source. You understand? They're doing great in the business. It doesn't mean the business is not flourishing. But as for Tare, my best source from every other source that I have tried is China. Yes, I know when some people hear China, they think inferiority, they think not so good items, I think all of these things, but I have been importing from China for over 10 years, way over 10 years. Yeah, so basically, I would love to say China is the best for me and my business. I have mentioned this in previous video. I have tried importing from Turkey. I have tried Dubai. I still went back to China. Now, importing from China, there's so many things to learn. And when people, and I'm going to say this with all humility again, when people reach out to me and I tell them I have so many resources here on YouTube, come on here and watch my videos. With all humility, I say this, watch my videos. You will learn a lot. But most times people just want things handed over to them, which is not a bad thing. But when you tell them I don't do it for free, they give you this side eye like, why is she charging money for it? I don't know why people do that, but anyways, I digress. So yeah, China is the best option, and there are different ways to shop from China. And I will always advise, if you're starting out, go for the easy way first, and as you grow, you now adapt and say, okay, I want to go for this other method, I want to try this other method, I want to research, I want to go deeper, I want to even travel to China myself. So you understand. So start from the bits and pieces, the small one. Now, the first thing is shopping online. Learn how to use 1688. There's so many other platforms. There's AliExpress. AliExpress is for retail shoppers, but if you want to go through that route, that's on you, but I would not advise that. AliExpress is for people that want to shop retail, right? Wholesalers are selling retail on that platform, so I would not advise you to do that, but I know few people that do that, and maybe it's working for them. I do not know. There's also a platform called Taobao. There's also a platform called Pindodo. I hope I'm pronouncing it well, but for me, I use 1688, and also I have spent money to buy contacts before. Yes, I've spent money to buy contact from people that went to China, and I specifically told them I want the contact of this person. And Alibaba also is a very good platform to look for wholesalers that sell these things. Learn about this platform. Stop waiting for people to hand things over to you. It doesn't work that way. The people that make progress in their lives and business are doers. Yes, doers and learning to work in a smart way. Let's say, for example, you want to start your business and somebody's offering to sell a contact to you, and you think that will take time off you, the stress. Why not buy it? I'm not saying you should just spend money in buying contact, but if you're lazy, I'm sorry then again that I'm using that word, but if you're lazy to do your own research or look for the suppliers and contacts yourself, why not buy it? These people have done their own work, their own research. They might even be in China. Why not buy the contact from them? Then again, I digress. So yes, 1688 is a very beautiful platform. Go on there and search. There are different ways to know genuine suppliers, genuine people on there. I don't want this video to be too lengthy, but let me just touch on that. So if you go on 1688, you can do picture search for the item you want, or you just use words, scarves, start looking at these people that are selling scarves, right? You can even send them a message. Yes, the site is in Chinese. I don't speak Chinese, but I also know how to use Google Translate. Sometimes when I say these things, people will be like, oh, but the website is in Chinese. Life has advanced so much, so much. I don't speak Chinese, but because I'm so used to the website now, I know how to translate. I can almost say that I know some Chinese alphabet, if that's the word, right? Yes. So go onto that platform. If you type how to shop on 1688, I can tell you that over 1 million videos here on YouTube will pop up. Way over. Learn how to shop on 1688. If you want me to create a video on that, let me know. I'll try my best, because I try to run away from creating that video, because I always feel like so many good creators have created that video as well. So why will I want to repeat? But then again, maybe you just want a Tare's perspective. Okay, so learn how to shop on 1688 is one way to source for suppliers. Number two, there are agents in China that will do what you ask them to do. I used agents for the longest time. So the next thing, like I was saying, is using an agent. There's so many agents that all you need to do is send them a picture of what you want. That is it. Send them a picture of what you want. They help you look for these things. When they look for the items for you, they get their own cut and charges. So let's say, for example, you want to buy goods worth, let's say, $1,000, right? They help you pay the supplier. They help you collate your goods here and there. And then they get a charge for it. It might be as high as 10%, it might be as low as 9%, it might be 15%, 12%. Just negotiate with the agent. You pay them in your currency, they pay your supplier for you. All you need to do is get trusted agents. I have used agents for the longest time, right? I was using agents, and sometimes if I'm very busy and I don't want to go through, I just use my agent again. Right? I just use my agent again. So it is so easy now to shop from items from across the world. Stop waiting. Stop waiting to be... Just stop it. I'm sorry, but just stop waiting for people to hand things over to you. Grab what you can grab, right? You don't necessarily have to learn from your own experience. You don't necessarily have to learn from your own experience all the time. Learn from what other people have done. Yeah, simple. So yes, so shopping on 1688, using an agent. How else? Yes. Or another simple way is, if you know how to shop on 1688, I have suppliers link I have been buying from over the years, right? I have suppliers link. I left it in my description box below. Purchase my suppliers link. If you have any issue after purchase, send me an email. I always respond to your emails. I always do, because it gladdens my heart that people actually like watch my videos and send me emails. Yeah, so please, you can send an email after you make the purchase if you want any further clarification. It's as simple as that. What other way? Yes, the last on this is the most expensive way. You can go to China. You can go to China if you have the money. There's so many people that have the money to go to China. Go to China if you have the money, if you have the resources. But then again, you haven't tested something and you want to spend that amount on your visa, on the flight ticket, hotel, just to go and look for. But you know, a lot of people have money to go around. If you have, that's another way to get good source for your scarf business. What else have I not touched on? So I've touched on the amount, I've touched on source, I've touched on how to shop on 1688. What else have I not touched on? Okay, so basically I think that's how to go about it. Next thing I want to touch on, but I will not go deep into it, is because I mention it all the time, is learn the platform you want to use to sell. Like, get familiarized with the platform. If you want to go strictly e-commerce, how are you going to drive sales to your website? If you want to have a physical store, how are you going to drive sales to your physical store? If you want to be doing a pop-up shop, how are you going to drive sales for your pop-up market or pop-up shop, and how do you want to do it? whichever platform you want to use in selling, social media, Instagram, WhatsApp, how are you going to drive sales to this platform? So I say again, learn about this platform. Get yourself super familiar with the platform before you even start a business. I think we've come to the end of this video. My name is Tare. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope to bring more wholesome content this year on small businesses and growing businesses, and I hope we do it together and grow together. Thank you for an amazing 2024. Let's do it better in 2025. Do not forget to like, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, do not forget to share with friends, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.